We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, from Inferno Candy Company, it is the Mad Mac and Cheese. There is a challenge edition of this. That's interesting. Where's the bottom of this greasy? Oh, how weird. There is a challenge edition of this. This is not it. This is just the regular. So, all right, we got macaroni, whey. So that white powder that you see inside this, the mac and cheese, no matter the brand, that is whey. It's the same for all of them. We have cheese, and we have, let's see here. What do we got for peppers? We got the Naga Viper, Boot de Lokia, 7-Pot Primos, Trinidad, Scorpions, or or we could read it literally and say we have the island of Trinidad on here. And we have 7 pots, but they wouldn't fit in there, of course, neither would Trinidad. Carolina Reaper peppers, I'm sure. Scotch bonnet, habanero, and we got buttermilk. What is this? Dairy solids, whey protein, and salt. So let's take a look at it. So I don't know how this is going to go, because sometimes you get stuff from Inferno and you're anticipating it's going to be a lot hotter than it is. And sometimes you get stuff that is just punishing. So I don't know which this is. It's not the challenge edition, like I said. So, oh, interesting. So there's dried peppers actually in there. Do you guys see that? Now, I've had this for a while. I've been meaning to get to it. I had it for a while. This may be one of the last things I do from Inferno, just because I've done a lot from them, and I'm not. Well, here's a couple of reasons, right? So I'm not sure people want to see the content, I guess, is the first one. That doesn't really stop or prevent me from getting stuff. However, their stuff is also kind of expensive. And for the stuff where I've had to bin a lot of it, it just gets really, really, really hard to do. Even when you look at a bag of their chips, right? Their chips are $9 a throw. And it's about the same size as one of the smaller bags of Doritos like you get at a gas station or whatever. Not too much more than that, maybe a little bit more than that. And those things are a couple bucks, right? So it just, and I get it that it's custom formulated in small batch and everything else. It's just, it gets to be a little hard to do, unless, of course, you know, the channel's making money. And then at that point, then great, we'll do everything we can find. But anyway, so if you do want to see the Inferno Candy Company content, there is a whole playlist, but if you do want to see it, let me know, because I've got a backlog as well. I guess there's another reason. I've got a pretty substantial backlog at this point. This one took me a very long time to get to, like months, and that's just a little too long. Plus I have some additional stuff I want to try to roll out. So I mean, if you want to see it, I'll still do it, but if I don't hear that you want to see it, this could be one of the last ones. So anyway, we've got the instructions here, which is it's generally the same as anything else. It's remove the lid and throw in some water. This one, they're actually saying 3/4 of a cup. They don't have the little fill line in there. I'm just going to guess when I do it. Uncover it for 3.5 minutes. So I find 3.5 minutes is too much. I'll be doing this for 3 minutes. And then we stir in the Inferno sauce mix. and we let it thicken. So here's what we're gonna do for this, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some water in this and cook it up, and then I'm gonna bring it back here, and we're just gonna stir in the powder because I want to see what this powder actually looks like. I want to show you guys. So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna cook the noodles. We're gonna come back and we'll stir it in. So we'll see you for that momentarily. All right, I might have got a touch too much water in there, possibly, but that's all right. It's got to sit anyway. So let's see if we can get a look at this pepper powder. Oh boy. Well, cheese and pepper powder, I guess. It's got this handy tear thing here. All right, let's take a look here. Well, it looks like normal cheese. Ah, smells. It smells super hot. So, woo. My kitchen actually smells a bit like Super Hots as well, because of because of the anytime you aerosolize hot peppers, you know, that's one of the things with the hot popcorns I had. I did the Reaper one from Askick, and it almost cleared out my house. Oh, it took a while to go away. Stingy eyes, no business. Good old Super Hots. I'm not sure about this paper cup. I think this could be a bit of an issue, but we'll find out. We'll keep her going, keep her going, keep her going. All right, so we're gonna let this sit here. This is way too hot to try to eat, and it's too runny as well at the moment. So we're gonna let that sit there for a minute and think about what it did, and then we're gonna come back and try to take this baby for a test drive. All right, we're gonna let it cool down a little bit more, but I want to show you guys something. You guys can see right there. These cups are not great. This one's starting to soak through. I guess the good thing here, it's starting to thicken up a lot actually. This isn't bad. I think I got the water pretty much right on. So I will say this. Whew, wow. Don't breathe that in. So I will say this. You've seen macaroni and cheese a number of times on this channel. Usually with me adding hot sauce to it. I'll be honest, I can't eat mac and cheese without hot sauce. Like, there's no mac and cheese I've had that I consider acceptable without hot sauce. Like, I've just not had one for years and years and years. I had the new Popeyes one. I've had a number of them actually at the fast food chains, and without that bit of, I like Louisiana style sauce in mine. Little bit of heat, but a nice little punch of vinegar as well. Without that, I think macaroni and cheese is kind of inedible. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to do. I obviously am not going to be putting hot sauce into this. that would be probably not wise. But so heat-wise, I'm not too concerned about. But it's going to be interesting to see how the flavor is without that little push of vinegar in there. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Thickening up nicely here. It's still a touch hot. Is it still steaming? No, it looks like it's... That's how you can tell the water is right, because it doesn't stay hot for eons on end. The noodles look like they're almost perfect consistency here. Let me just show you guys. Got a little dose of the steam there. You got to keep stirring this. You know, it's 3 minutes in the microwave, but it could be, 4 or 5, just depending on how hot you want your macaroni and cheese to be. Like, I don't like things scalding. I don't like burning my mouth trying to consume foods. I find that really, really annoying. Again, you see competitive eaters, so sometimes they'll just try to gut through it. I can't do that. To me, I'm consuming things for enjoyment, and I get no pleasure out of scorching my mouth. So hot liquids also no. Like I really, really don't enjoy it when the roof of my mouth and my tongue are peeling because of blister burns, right? I have no use for that. I find it really, really annoying. And if you burn your tongue too much, you start to lose the flavor sensibilities, and then after that's like, well, what's the point? You know, just then you might as well just eat just completely healthy stuff because you're not doing it for flavor until those come back. It's one of the reasons I think COVID is so scary. Losing a sense of smell and losing a sense of taste just scares the shit out of me. There's no other way to say it. Like, I can't even imagine. That would just be awful. So yeah, I'll keep taking those extra precautions. You damn right I will. Till this ride's finally over. Which it won't be anytime soon, unfortunately, but alright. I think we finally got this to the point where yeah, I think I can reasonably start chowing down on this, so wow. Definitely. So I get this classic, what I consider now the classic Inferno blend, which is the Reaper powder and the Reaper peppers and some of the other stuff. It just has this sort of unique identity to it. Almost all the Inferno stuff has that same thing. I don't particularly like it in candy, but sometimes it works well in other things. Definitely, this is blistering though. You get a hint of cheese and then just flash heat, and because there's so many powders and concentrates, it is very bitter. Oh boy. Definitely don't need extra heat. Very punchy. Flavor wise, this is well, this wouldn't be my regular mac and cheese. I'll put it that way. I was talking about price. You can get 8 cups of regular mac and cheese for this. Oh man, this is it's a little too hot temperature wise. Ah. Oh, it's hot though. Ooh. Okay, let it sit longer. Oh. You guys can't see it. My hands are shaking a little bit here. You can't see it, but I'm covered in sweat. Collar of my shirt is soaked. Sweating inside my sweatpants. I mean, look, there's 2 or 3 bites left, and you know, and the mouthfeel isn't super hot. It's just, I think the temperature and the peppers is bombing my guts. And my tolerance isn't super high at the moment anyway. But wow. Let's see. 3 bites. 3 bites. Two bites. 2 bites. Oh. Oh. Oh, it was full of peppers. Oh boy. Oh. All right. Oh. Oh. All right, we're getting mouth heat again now. Without a doubt, easily the hottest mac and cheese that probably exists. Definitely the hottest I've ever had. This was one of the scorchers. I asked that question earlier. Flavor is not great. Just be honest. It sort of instant cheese and just those avalanche of bitter peppers. My entire mouth is on fire. This is a good 4, maybe a 5. Oh, and it might build to a 6. This is brutal. Unbelievably hot. Flavor is, I don't like it though. Not a fan. But, whew, sending me out on a wave of flames, I'll tell you that, if this is the last one after all. So there it is. The Inferno Candy Company's punishing Mad Mac and Cheese. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.